This is a green card. For millions of people, it represents stability, family, and the right to build a life in the United States. It means work, school, rent, routines, and the belief that tomorrow will look a lot like today. But in 2026, many families are asking a difficult question. How secure is that life, really? Because a green card is powerful, but it is not the same as citizenship. And that distinction matters more when laws tighten, enforcement priorities shift, and confusion spreads faster than facts. That is what this video is about. Not panic, not rumors, clarity. Because when people are scared, they often make fast decisions based on bad information. They travel without understanding the risk. They trust the wrong person. They ignore paperwork they should have reviewed. They assume everything is fine because nothing has happened yet. And for some families, that is exactly how problems begin. The truth is simple. Some green card holders may be more vulnerable than they think. Not because every permanent resident is in danger, not because deportation happens without process, but because certain issues can raise serious legal risk, especially if they have never been properly reviewed. That could include long trips outside the country, old legal issues, mistakes in paperwork, or advice from people who were never qualified to give it in the first place. And when those issues surface, they often surface at the worst possible time, at the airport, during a background review, after a policy change, or in a moment when a family is already under pressure. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that if something seemed minor years ago, it still does not matter now. But immigration law does not always work that way. A past arrest, a plea deal, or an old record that felt resolved can carry different consequences in an immigration context. And many families do not realize that until they are suddenly forced to deal with it. That is why this moment matters. Because the risk is not always dramatic at first. Sometimes it looks like uncertainty, a delay, a question, a document, a secondary inspection, a quiet feeling that something is wrong, but no one has clearly explained what to do next. So let's focus on what actually helps. First, know your status. And I mean really know it. Not what you think is true, not what someone told you years ago. Know what documents you have, what your immigration history looks like, and whether there is anything in your record that needs review. Second, talk to a licensed attorney, not a notary, not a consultant, not somebody who helps with papers. A licensed attorney. That step matters because immigration consequences are highly specific. Two people can have similar stories and very different legal exposure. Good advice has to come from someone qualified to see the difference. Third, gather your documents now. Your green card, passport, tax records, prior notices, court records if they exist, contact information for a trusted lawyer. Anything important should be organized before you need it, not after. Because preparation creates options. Panic takes them away. Fourth, know your rights. If someone comes to your door, fear can make people act too quickly. But knowing your rights gives you a moment of control. Families should talk through these situations ahead of time, calmly, so that if stress shows up at the door, confusion does not take over the room. And fifth, build your network. No family should carry this alone. Trusted relatives, community groups, faith leaders, legal support, and reliable sources of information all matter. Isolation makes fear worse. Community makes action possible. And that may be the most important point in this whole conversation. Because immigration is never just policy. It is family. It is belonging. It is the emotional weight of trying to live a normal life while carrying uncertainty in the background. If that is what you are feeling right now, you are not weak for feeling it. You are not overreacting for wanting answers. And you are not alone. This is exactly why this channel exists. To slow things down, cut through the noise, and give families clear information they can actually use. So if this topic affects you or someone you love, stay informed, stay calm, get the facts, review your status, talk to a licensed attorney, organize your documents, know your rights, build your network. And if this video helped you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs clarity, not fear. Because in moments like this, the truth matters. And for some families, it matters right now.